So, you want to be an anime rapper, or a nerdcore rapper to be more specific. You want to rap about your favorite cartoons, anime, video games, and all that type of good stuff, right? Well, if you don't know how to do that, then let me show you how to do that. For those who don't know me, my name is Diggz the Prophecy. I mean, you should know me because, you feel me, you're on my channel right now. I mean, if you don't, slide right down there and hit that sub and join the Diggy Destins that's on this YouTube channel, you feel me? Anyway, let's get back right into it. I'm an anime rapper, not just an anime rapper. I rap about cartoons, comic books, anything. But yeah, very simple process to get into doing this. And to be a nerdcore rapper, it simply means we rap about pop culture, mostly focused around the nerdy material. It's that simple. Don't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out, you feel me? Alright, so first things first, before you even start cooking up, as an artist, whether you're a singer or rapper, unless you're doing this completely a cappella, the most important part of said song is the beat. Now, if you're like me, and you don't often make your own beats, I mean, I used to, but I stopped because time consuming, you get it, and I just like to focus on the overall process of cooking up the song lyrically and all that other stuff and performing it. So yeah, but if you don't make your own beats, just do like me and have a producer cook up the beat for you. They can cook it up custom, or you can just search the internet, YouTube, BeatStars, etc., to find you a beat. Since this verse is a canceled cipher, I already was provided the beat beforehand, and this is that beat. Definitely need some info on said character. To do that, I would normally suggest cooking up a verse for a character or a show you already understand and you know about, but I get it. In some cases, people don't do that. People just cook up whatever, especially if they're asked to collab for it. I get it. Not my normal recommendation, but people do it, I guess. So if you want to do it that way, you would just look up the character, right? And usually it's a good idea to look up like their powers and stuff like that, but you can also look up like different things about the character, like, I don't know, the lore and the story portion of the character. You could also look up their personalities, but normally a lot of people are gonna base shit off the powers. So what you would do is you would go down to the background of the character, etc., and go to some powers, and then boom, yada 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 yada. You get the point. Alright, so after you done found your beat, you understand the character of the anime you're about to rap about, the next thing to do is actually add the words to the song, you dig? So for that, I mean, we just gonna go with whatever style you like to write in, whatever way you like to rap, etc., Like, you're generally gonna base your lyrics on the show, but if you're like me, I like to base the lyrics on the show and also on how I am myself as a personal experiences or things I've witnessed myself. But since this is a cipher, in most cases ciphers tend to get a little bit braggadocio. Now, I mean, you start to brag, you start to talk your shit, etc. So when doing that, you just want to make sure you have the right things. So lyrical content wise, we're gonna look for things like, just based off, first of all, his appearance, Morgana is a cat, so there are gonna be a lot of cat bars, cat puns, this, that, and the third. Or we're gonna base it off his powers, like I said earlier when you were looking for the info on the person, like person, thing, figure, show, whatever the case may be. So you generally want to base your lyrical content on something like that, you get me? And you also just want to make sure while writing that you also ride the beat and flow very cool, you feel me, or very nice. With that, this is what I came up with.
Take a seat in this class, I'm a beast with the craft, pulling out a tool like a thief for the cash. Take the sheet, do the math, I'ma reach to the bag. I got these fans on, I'm elite when I dash.
So, along with that, after you got your verse nicely recorded, you like how it sounds and everything, generally next what you would do is either you would add ad-libs or you would dub it. Now dubbing is simply just adding power to the end of your words or the punch line or the end of the bar, which gives it the punch, that punchy feeling that makes it stand out. Especially if you think you said something nice, adding that dub will make it stand out a little bit better and make it a little bit easier to hear or for your audience to pay attention and to catch it. You get me? And that's generally done with stuff like this.
Seat in this class, beast with the craft. Like a
Next, you generally want to add some sauce to it, and that's how I refer to ad-libs. Ad-libs are just the sauce added to the verse. Like in most cases when you record, especially if you have a somewhat mid to slow flow, you're probably gonna have sections within the flow or within the writing that you don't say anything, so it can kind of sound empty. In most cases, to fill that gap, to fill that void, you would use ad-libs. Or if you don't have that case, ad-libs are just like the backing to hype up the track. It's like you're your own crowd, you're your own hype man going, hey, ha, yeah, that type of stuff. Now, I mean, here's a quick example of what I'm talking about. For the last section, it's all about the visuals. Now, if you want, you can cook up an actual music video. You can go outside and film something, find a cool little area to take some shots in, film yourself getting lit, film yourself being cool or whatever, whatnot. You know how it goes. But in most cases, if you don't have the time for that, or you just don't have the equipment, or you just don't have the money to hire a very cool cameraman, you could just make an animated music video, or what we like to call AMV. Now, I mean, in most cases, AMVs are just gonna highlight the lyrics and the beat and the groove you set to it. And when you do that, you want the character or the visuals to match what you're doing. So since this song is based on Morgana, I'm gonna want the visuals to match Morgana. I want most of the visuals to be of Morgana from Persona, instead of just having random visuals. That wouldn't make sense, you get what I'm saying? Or it would kind of just throw people off, you get what I'm saying? Now, you can either cook up this AMV yourself, or you can do what most of us like to do, is hire a very cool editor to, now I mean, source this motherfucker out and get that shit looking right, you dig? But for this case, I'm just gonna cook up the AMV myself. Here's what it looks like. Something real quick.
take a seat in this class. I'm a beast with the craft, pulling out a tool like a thief for the cash. Take the sheet through the math, I'ma reach to the bag. I got these bands on, I'ma lead when I dash. I don't pretend for nobody, get the memo. Tricks on my sleeve, the magician, keep it simple. I keep it simple with no innuendo. Direct about that action and fresh like a Mentos. I'm the blue eyes, now I got the true eyes. We'll leave them all in one piece, I'm always on the move. Slingshots in the middle for the funds. Keep thinking that I'm pussy and